Barry Odom's running Rebels of UNLV have taken the college football world by storm, and they're only one win away from a potential college football playoff appearance, and a lot of it is due to the unique offense of Brennan Marion, the GoGo Offense. Two running backs in the backfield, same side as the quarterback. How do you run it in college football 25? We're going to go over personnel and play calls for Dynasty and Ultimate Team, so lock in. All right, let's talk a little bit about personnel in the GoGo offense. Now, unfortunately, UNLV's starting quarterback, Hajj-Malik Williams, is not in this game. I guess he did not sign an NIL deal with the game. He came over as a transfer from Campbell University last year, so maybe it was just too late, or maybe it was a personal decision. Either way, doesn't really matter. And then, of course, they had Matthew Sluka at the beginning of the year, Sluka Doncic, but he sat out and decided to transfer because of an NIL dispute. So we don't really have a starting quarterback here to represent what UNLV usually runs, but Gail Ochoa right here is probably the closest thing to it. He is a scrambler. He's got some good speed. I guess Cameron Friel here has got some good speed. Truthfully, there's nobody on the roster like what I would recommend, which is actually an improviser. Not a scrambler, although a scrambler would be fine, but an improviser with some decent speed. Now, why an improviser? Mainly because they get the sleight of hand ability and scramblers do not. Sleight of hand does a great job at freezing box defenders when you do play action fakes on first down or, like second and three, third and three, or less. So I really like that ability for this offense because it is so run based. We want to have the ability to freeze the box and make some good throws with our quarterback. Let's take a look at some quarterbacks in Dynasty who might be good to start with this offense. All right, let's kick things off with North Texas quarterback Junior Chandler Morris. So you've got him for 2 years. He's an 85 overall already, which is really great for the American Conference. He's got 89 change of direction, 84 juke, so he can run a little bit. He's got 90 medium accuracy, good accuracy all around, 87 deep, 86 short. He's got 87 speed, 92 acceleration, but also he's got this pull down ability, which will keep him from fumbling. And he's got that bronze sleight of hand, bronze extender to improve his break sack ability. Would be a really good quarterback in this offense. Talk about something scary and a little bit ironic considering they're about to play in the conference championship game. What if Boise State ran the go-go offense with Ashton Jeanty in the backfield? Maddox Madsen would be a good quarterback to do it with, an improviser, a sophomore, 5'10", 201. He's already got decent running ability. Again, it's not like the flex bone where your quarterback is a primary runner, but you do want them to be able to run. He does have 88 medium accuracy, 88 short accuracy, 89 deep accuracy, which is all really, really great. 82 speed, 85 acceleration. He does have gold pull down as well as bronze mobile deadeye, bronze sleight of hand, and bronze extender to extend the play. And if you're looking for a freshman to develop in a little bit of a revival project in a football program, Louisville's Pierce Clarkson is a freshman from Southern Cal, former 3-star. He's got impact development, pretty good ratings caps. You can see he's already got 83 juke, 88 change of direction. Pretty good accuracies already. Could improve that medium accuracy some, but he's good at throwing on the run, has 87 throw power, also has 83 speed, 88 acceleration. And he's got silver mobile deadeye, silver pull down. He does need to improve his play action to get that sleight of hand. But again, he's a freshman and you can develop him. If you're looking for your quarterback in Ultimate Team, I'm going to recommend Cam Newton for any offense. A, because he's the greatest of all time. And B, because he is the clear best quarterback in Ultimate Team right now. But he's super expensive. So to be a little bit more realistic, Cam Ward would be amazing in this offense. A little bit cheaper going down. You can also get Blake Shapen, who would be really good, Jalen Milroe or Shadur Sanders. Or if you only got like 10K coins, this Eli Holstein is really, really good from Pittsburgh. All right, let's talk a little bit about running back because this is interesting. I really feel like it's good to have some elusive backs and some power backs because of the uniqueness of the offense. You're going to have some running backs that are always inside and running those inside runs. Those can be your power backs. And then you can have the elusive backs who are kind of the offset running back there. They can take your pitches Or if you want to have your power back on the outside so that they can lead block for you some, like on tosses. So it's always good to have a mix. I'm going to recommend at least 2 elusive and at least 2 power backs for this offense. Like I said, it is a running offense. You've got running backs on the field at all times, 2 running backs almost every play. So you're going to need depth. You can see UNLV has Jaden Thomas, Greg Burrell, and Devin Green that are elusive backs, as well as Kylan James and Darian Jones that are power backs. As far as elusive backs that could fit this offense, Ishmael Mahdi, a junior from Texas State, is really good for a couple of reasons. One, he's got a great juke move, 87 juke move. He's really fast, 94 speed, 97 acceleration, but he's also got pretty good route running as well. You're going to be running some RPOs where the running back goes out in the flats, and you're going to want to have good route running. He's got 76 catching, which is pretty good. He's also got silver takeoff, which allows him to get a little bit of a boost when running out and catching passes, and he's got that bronze sidestep ability for better jukes. And then another running back that could go crazy in this offense is Jaquez Stewart from Toledo. He is a senior and a little bit small, 5'9", 175, but he's got 88 juke, 85 spin. He's got 69 catching, which is enough for a running back. Not the greatest route running, but 72 will do. But 96 speed, 97 acceleration, a home run hitter. He's got that gold takeoff. So as you can see, I do recommend that your elusive backs do have a little bit of receiving ability, because they are going to run out on some flat routes, some Texas routes, stuff like that. And then a couple of smaller school power backs I really love, starting with Bowling Green's Terrion Stewart, 5'9", 220, a former 2-star recruit. He's an 86 overall. He's a junior, so you can have him for 2 years. He's got 94 trucking, 78 strength is great for lead blocking for your other back. So also 89 speed, 90 acceleration. You're not losing much speed with the power back as well. And then Jalen Buckley at Wyoming, 5'11", 210, so not overly huge. He probably moves really well on the field, but he does have 88 trucking and 79 strength. He's also got 85 juke, which meets a good threshold for a good juke animation. 87 speed, 91 acceleration. Really good all around, 73 catching. Honestly, one of the better all-around backs that you can start with at a smaller school. You can get some real maction going with Jalen Buckley. He does have silver head first, which is really, really great. As far as Ultimate Team goes for running backs, just like Cam, Alvin Kamara right now is the clear runaway favorite as far as running backs go. But outside of him, let's talk about a couple of elusive backs. Ashton Jeanty fills the elusive back role great. He has a high-end option, a 92, that's about 77,000 coins, and he also has a lower-end option that is an 88 right here. You can get for 15,000 coins. It's really not bad at all. And this Caleb Johnson card is super underrated. Only 50,000 coins. One of the better all-around backs. He's really big and also elusive. For the power back role, Jarquez Hunter is really good, as well as CJ Donaldson Jr. from West Virginia. But if you need, a little bit cheaper, I was a big fan of this Ontario Brown earlier in the year, so you could pick him up, or you can go into the Season 3 trophy store, pick up this Kalel Mullings for, I think, 60 trophies, maybe 80, but you can get him from the trophy store just by grinding the field pass a little bit, and you can upgrade him with your upgrade token if you finish the field pass at the end of the season. All right, let's talk a little bit about the receiver position. This is really, you can kind of go with what you want here. I do recommend that your number one receiver be a route runner or a physical guy of some aspect, somebody who can get deep and run some deep posts, deep fades, stuff like that when you run play action boots, but also you're going to want them to run some short routes as well. Tricky Ricky White over here for UNLV, one of the best receivers in the country. He can kind of do it all. So it's really just kind of your standard offense. You're going to want a couple of outside receivers that are 6 foot to 6'2", that can run some deep routes as well as some medium routes and catch. And then you're going to want some speedy, deep threat kind of guys that you can run in the slot, kind of like Timothy Connerly here, D'Angelo Irvin. You can run jet sweeps with them, hit them on shallow crossing routes. So let's look at a couple primary receivers and a couple slot receivers. One of my favorite lesser known receivers, Andrew Armstrong, is a 6'4" route runner for Arkansas. He is a senior, but he can really give your team a boost. Now, I did say that I like good deep route running. He's only got 81 deep route running, which isn't great, but he also has 89 spectacular catch and 90 jumping. So that really helps him go up and make adjustments on the ball. 91 speed, 90 acceleration. Again, he's 6'4". He's got press pro, so he can beat the press. Gold press pro, which is really good, as well as silver cutter. And then Pat Bryant at Illinois, another senior, 6'3", 200. He's a route runner, so size and skill you're looking for here. He's got 89 jumping. He's got 85 deep route running. 91 medium route running is really good. He's also got 92 spectacular catch for those deeper throws. 89 speed, 90 acceleration at this height is really, really good, especially for Illinois. Got the silver press pro and the bronze cutter. As far as slot receivers go, Raylan Sharp, the 5'9", 165 route runner for Fresno State. He is a junior, so you can get him for 2 years. And boy, he is fast, 92 speed, 94 acceleration. But not only that, he's got 89 juke move, 77 break tackle. So he's good at catching on RPOs, slants and making runs after the catch. He can do jet sweeps, so he can really kind of do it all for you from that slot position. And then another hidden gem is Trey Taylor, the junior deep threat from Coastal Carolina. Only 5'8", 160, but he's got really great run after the catch. 98 change of direction, 83 juke move, 94 speed, 96 acceleration, platinum shifty. Honestly, bro, I might start a Coastal Carolina dynasty. All right, let's talk about wide receivers in Ultimate Team. Stephon Diggs, you can put him anywhere. He's great. He's also super expensive. Calvin Johnson, same. Zach Branch, amazing slot receiver, but same. Isaiah Bond, honestly, great value. You can get him for about $150K if you look at the right time and can be put in the slot or on the outside. But let's look at some more affordable options. On the outside, I really love Keandre Lambert-Smith. He says $90,000 here. You can probably get him for around $70,000 if you look at the right time. And another one that I really love on the outside is Ricky White. Going even cheaper, you can grab Savion Williams from TCU, who was a really good card early on, but also Pat Bryant can be gotten from the trophy store and will be able to be upgraded in Season 4. And then as far as your slot receivers go, Travis Hunter is amazing after the catch, so I really, really like him there. Colin Lacey from the Season 2 pass, if you have him, fits in perfectly, as does this Reggie Wayne. And then a super cheap, underrated card you can put in the slot is this Jimmy Horn Jr. card. It was on every top squad for a while in Season 2. Can still be pretty decent in the slot for you. And then as far as tight end goes, I do think it's nice to lean towards possession tight ends with a little bit more size and strength. Speed, not as important. As you can see, 74, 73 speed here, but 82 strength on Kaleo Balangay, because you want them to be able to block on runs, but also go out for nice short routes on RPOs. It's not super important that they're burners and stretching people deep, but you do want them to be able to get out and catch, short crossers, check downs, stuff like that. Let's go back to the Chanticleers of Coastal Carolina for Kendall Carr. He's a senior, only a 79 overall, which sounds bad, but remember, this is the Sun Belt Conference, okay? He's got 81 catch in traffic, good short route running, 77, which is what we were talking about, 84 speed, 88 acceleration. Not great blocking, but not bad either. 65 and 63 is not bad, and he's also got 88 strength, which will help a lot. As far as traits go, he does have balance, which will protect him from hit sticks, as well as sure hands. It would be nice if he could get strong grip or outside shield, but he's not quite there. Another great example is Auburn tight end Micah Riley Drucker. He is a blocking tight end, actually, but 6'5", 266. He's got 77 speed, 86 acceleration, which is better than some of the possession tight ends that we've seen. He's got 88 strength as well, 73 run block, 70 pass block. Just a really good all-around player for this game. He's also got silver quick drop, which gives him improved movement on pass plays, and gold second level, which gives him good blocking, on linebackers and DBs. And then one more look at a possession tight end who could possibly thrive in this offense. Bruin Fleischman from Air Force. They already run the flex bone, which is super fun. But if you wanted to mix it up a little bit, he does have 67 run block, which is pretty good for a tight end. He's got 85 strength and 76 speed, 83 acceleration, which is plenty. You know, if you see Alabama play all the time, they have CJ Dupree, and he looks so slow out there, but he's effective with his speed. He gets open, makes the catch. And then back on Ultimate Team again, Jack Velling. If you've watched any of my previous videos, probably the best value buy in Ultimate Team, in my opinion. You can get him at his minimum of 77,000, and he is, in my opinion, the best tight end in the game that doesn't cost 600,000 coins. However, this Tyler Warren, like from Penn State's Tyler Warren, is incredible and would be great in this offense. Get him at the minimum of 50,000, or if you're going a little bit cheaper, you can go with Brock Bowers or this Mark Andrews from season 1 if you can find him on the auction house, or this Cooper Flanagan from season 2 is still great, especially if you upgrade him. He gets like 95 medium route running. And then as far as offensive line goes, I am going to recommend power offensive linemen. Much like the veer and shoot that we went over in a previous video, you're not running a ton of traps, really a lot more like inside zones, duos, stuff like that. So you're going to like having power blockers on your offensive line. You don't necessarily need agile blockers. Now, UNLV does have pass protectors on the left side of the offensive line. Jalen St. John at left tackle and Anton Ambule at left guard. I think maybe a left tackle pass protector, but I would probably only do pass protector at left tackle because traditionally, now this one, Jalen St. John is a real player and has 93 strength, but traditionally, when you're recruiting pass protector tackles or offensive linemen in general, they don't have great strength, and strength is a big deal. So maybe a left tackle with pass protector because they can get good pass protecting abilities, but then I would go power for the rest of your offensive line. All right, we're getting ready to hop into the practice field and show some of these concepts in motion, but while I throw up some teams on the side of the screen that I think would be interesting to run a dynasty with the GoGo Offense, I need a favor from you. I need you to like the video and subscribe, share it with whoever you know that loves college football. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what else you'd like to see. Just engage a little bit so that YouTube's algorithm kind of shoots it out into the air. I would really appreciate it. Let's hop onto the practice field. All right, here we are on the practice field. Got this GoGo Offense out here, and Boise State on defense, apt with the Mountain West Championship coming up. I'm excited to show you this. This is the offense I run in Ultimate Team, so I have a lot of experience with it. And first thing I want to show you is kind of how your audibles should be set up, and we're pretty much going to stick to the rules I always have, which is you should really have one run going one way, one run going the other way, a quicker developing pass, and then a more deeper developing pass. One other rule that I keep for audibles is pretty much always, with the rare exception, no pre-snap motion, mainly because I want time to call my play, get to the line, make an audible, and then if I need to do any hot routes or checks or anything like that, I don't want to have to run the pre-snap motion and risk getting a delay of game. So, that being said, like I said at the very beginning of this video, the GoGo Offense and having these running backs offset like this is all about making the defense make a choice. Now, I've just got a random play action pass called right here, but we're coming out running just for purposes of this demonstration. But where do we want to run the ball? Well, you can see that Boise State really has a choice. They can come out base or they can overload this defense. It looks like they're probably in man, so they've got them overloaded. They've got two backers right over our running backs, but that leaves a lot of room on the left side of the field. So if we're going to run the ball here, we've got two options. We can run at that inside zone, and look at how open that area is. Or if they were in the base and they left us some room, we have the speed option available there. But we're going to audible to this inside zone. And with them overcompensating on the right side, that leaves us a lot of room on the left side. You can see we didn't even like hit a hole or anything. We just ran to the outside. Okay, so right here, same concept. They've only got 6 people in the box. We've got 6 people technically to block. Remember, you've got 2 running backs back here, so one of them can be a blocker, which is why I said maybe get a power back that can also lead block, because right here, if we want to run the ball, we're going to run this speed option to the other side, because now that they're in a base defense, we have a little bit of a numbers advantage to the other side. Our running back comes out of the backfield. We really don't even have to make the choice whether to pitch or not. We pick up a few yards. And then, of course, say we don't want to run the ball. We come out, we see they have things covered. Maybe we see some opening here on the right side. There's a little bit of gap. So we'll just call a quick pass play. Look how we overload the defense on the right with these routes. We've got Reynald running a short hitch route there. We've got James coming out of the backfield in a flat, and then Jaden Thomas running that Texas route. We're going to force that linebacker and cornerback to make decisions here. And unless they have that defensive end dropping in a zone as well, they're not going to have enough people to cover it. And so it's really up to us to just figure out who comes open. It's going to be the check down. We probably could have made that read a little bit sooner. But, Kylan James is open. Somebody's going to come open on that. Here, that looks like they're bringing a blitz, but it's going to be to the outside. So let's go ahead and audible here. And we're going to assume that safety that came down is blitzing. So, again, we've got numbers here. This time, I make the wrong choice. I should have gone to the flat. But you can see it's really hard to talk and make reads at the same time, y'all. But you can see we've got 3 people going out for routes in the same area there, and really only 2 people to cover it. And again, in the flat, you've got a wide open Kylan James. All right, so now that we have a general idea of how we're going to run this offense, let's go over one of the staples of it, which is the RPO alert halfback flat. It's super simple. We can either hand it off to Jaden Thomas on the inside zone, or we can throw it to Kylan James out in the flat. It really just all depends on what they do. That linebacker cheated inside, so we know we've pretty much got one blocker. We got one-on-one with a DB. We run him over and get some yards. We'll run it again here. They cheat inside again. Of course, they were in a little bit of man coverage. Maybe I should have handed that one off. Not always going to be successful, but the concept remains the same. If you feel like you got the room to throw it, you throw it. If not, you run it upfield. This is a great way to move the ball, but then you throw in a third option here. Now, instead of RPO alert halfback flat, we are in RPO read halfback flat. The key difference being this basically becomes a triple option. We're going to read the defensive end just like a read option. You press A and hold it to keep the ball with the quarterback. Don't press anything to hand it off to the running back. So if the defensive end stays upfield on the line, we're going to run it with the running back. If he crashes down towards the running back, we'll keep it with the quarterback. But we're also have the option to dump it out to Jaden Thomas in the flat. It's basically a triple option, but instead of pitching it, you have the option to throw it to the running back who's running out in a flat. So honestly, this is not the ideal defense to run this against. I would probably audible out of it into just a straight up inside zone and have us block it. But for the purposes of this demonstration, let's see how it goes. So look, he stayed upfield right there, so I just ran it, and we're just gonna take a few yards. Let's try it again here. Now with a little bit more spread out defense. Again, we just hand it off to Kylan James up the middle. We're going to take the snap here, and you see how you don't even need them to bite on the run. Like I said, again, this is 3 yards in a cloud of dust modernized, okay? You don't need big plays every game. You see the cornerback and safety start backpedaling here like they're in cover 4. Like, as soon as I see that, I know I'm going to have space. Get it to your playmaker in space. We started at the 30. We're going to get 4 or 5 yards there. That is a perfect first down play. Now, outside of the go-go formations, UNLV also has a couple of really great formations that you're only going to find in their playbook and 1 or 2 others. This is the gun cluster halfback strong. It's got great pre-snap motion. This little route that your tight end runs here, Balangay, where they go in motion and just leak out towards the corner, is just outstanding. This is a great cover 4 play. But what's really great about it is you can also audible to this motion halfback draw. So you can just kind of run the same stuff. Or you can go with this flanker drive right here, or any kind of base passing play. You can do your hot routes, right? Like, say, I want, Balangay on a corner, and then, I want to send this receiver on a streak, whatever. And then I can send him across in motion and let him go, and then snap. and you can mimic that motion and make it look like you're running that same play and run different plays. So you don't even have to have a play called with this pre-snap motion. You can kind of mix it up, do your audibles, do your hot routes. What a terrible throw. Where's Hajj-Malik Williams? But you see what I'm saying? It's a very versatile, tight, compact formation. And then another super unique formation is this trips X nasty formation. The X nasty meaning our X receiver Ricky White is kind of closer, tighter on the line. So again, a little bit more of a compact formation. I just called a random play just to kind of see what the defense was doing. It looks like they're in man coverage here. So, you know, I mean, we don't really want to run. This is one of those formations that doesn't have a run play that goes like a counter or an option that goes back to the other side. Really what I like here, though, is they are in man coverage. So, you know, I can just audible to something like maybe like motion halfback swing and see if I can, you know, outrun a linebacker. Like we should be able to outrun that linebacker. Yeah, there you go. So I came out and just identified it. But what's really cool about this formation is that it has a lot of plays coming off of this motion here. So let's take a look at it. So we saw the motion halfback swing there, which is really awesome. But let's say you've run it once or twice and now they're starting to cheat on it. That's okay. You've got a few plays here that you can run. And remember, as long as you're audibling, as long as you're hot routing, it's not always going to be the same play. So, you know, let's say they're cheating here and they're starting to cheat down on your running back. Now you can call this and, you know, now they cheat down on the running back and that gives you like some openings over the middle. That's a horrible throw. But again, the whole point is that you're running the same pre-snap motion and you're giving different looks, right? So Ricky White, make a play. Oh man. But I think it's a really cool formation. And outside of that, you just get that closed downness of your X receiver that allows them a little bit more space. Like on this high-low dig call right here, he's running this little C route and you just get more space for him to run that. So like if you want to give him space to run under it, you can. It's a variation of a pretty meta formation anyway, and you always like to be able to get your receivers down more compact. So I just wanted to point it out. All right, that is going to do it for us here on our GoGo Offense video. I hope you learned something, picked up a new offense to run. It's really a lot of fun once you get into it. Start to learn your audibles, start to learn your offense, catch the defense leaning one way or the other. It's really, really great. So if you liked it, if you learned something, please hit that like button and subscribe, leave a comment, share it to your friends. Let's have some fun playing some college football. As always, I really, really appreciate you. We will see you next time. Peace out.